Hi Aquarius, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 10th to the 17th of May. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. Please check the description box below the video. All that information's in there for you. Also, please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, it could be happening sometime in the future. And also please remember that time is fluid, so this it's gone through that already. Got caught in my own mantra then. Also please remember these are general love readings, they won't resonate with everyone out there. Just take what resonates with you or for you and leave the rest. Okay, so what do we have for Aquarius, please? Aquarius in love. Do we? Oh, okay. Yes, they're telling me to take the cards. Oh, steadily coming towards somebody. It's been a long, slow road though. Look at this. Prince of Pentacles coming in to offer a message, a steady message. It's been a long time coming though. And it is a very grounded message. It's a very... I was going to say, I don't know why, but they're giving me responsible. So coming towards this person or sending this dialogue out, this message has been a long time coming, but you've been thinking about it. You've been thinking about sending this message and you're of the mindset now of committing to sending that message out. Perhaps it's texting and you keep wanting to send a message and you keep deleting it, kind of like sending it but sending it nowhere, trying to find the words to say but keep just deleting it, trying to find the right time. I feel from this Eight of Swords, very stuck energy. You want to move forward. It has been steady progress though, because you're very stuck over here. It's kind of like whatever situation you are in, you're trying to work your way out with the Eight of Pentacles here, trying to work on your stability, finances, career, working very, very hard. So perhaps this is why this message has been very steady and coming to fruition, even because you've been very stuck wherever you are. You felt stuck in love. Yeah, headache is Seven of Swords. Don't know what to do. Very, very stuck. Just a huge headache. How do I get towards this person? But it seems like you need to make yourself quite stable, as in monetary terms, before you send this message out. You want a sense of stability, not only about you and your life going forward, but it's also, I feel, coming towards this person or sending this dialogue out to them, however it resonates, but it's also being very whole. There's a certain sense of confidence here with the Eight of Pentacles. You feel confident to send this message out because you've been working very hard on whatever aspect of your finances and career that you feel need work on. So perhaps it's progression within career. You do want to celebrate with this person. Look, the Three of Cups. But it almost says to me that there's too many cooks in the broth. Too many cooks. Three is a crowd, maybe. And that's why you're very, very stuck over here. It's like a melee of people. It's a gaggle of people. Almost like don't want to hear what everybody else has to say about you sending this message for some reason, they're saying. Gives you a headache. Other people are trying to dissuade you almost. This is why we've got the Eight of Swords here. Very, very stuck energy. What do I do? I'm just going to put all my ducks in a row and then send this message out. Get everything together in order to come towards someone. It's a tiny message. In its essence, tiny message to connect. Queen of Cups here. But you want to nurture this connection. You want to be free, I feel, in order to send a message out to them. Queen of Cups, opening your heart, nurturing this connection, and telling them exactly what they mean to you. that you hold them in high regard. But I feel you do love them. There is a sense of kindness and compassion here, a huge amount. So yeah, 3 part, more confirmation now. It's almost like you've stabbed yourself in the heart with this gaggle of people, whoever they are. But it says to me, it's a definitive kind of like third party situation that you were in. You've been thinking about this person while being in a relationship with someone else. The other person is always being on your mind, the Queen of Cups. You want to nurture this. You want to be able to be free to tell this person exactly how you feel. Could be something from the past. We've got the 3 of Swords here, so it's almost like they're saying to me, it's almost like you've stabbed yourself in the heart, and perhaps it was a choice for you, a choice between 2 people. But it looks like you've chosen the wrong path, but you want to right that wrong almost. And get rid of this headache, whatever this is. Okay. You want to be free to come towards this person. It's been very responsible. I feel that it's taken time for you to make this decision about reconnecting. Yeah, look at that. So you've never given up on this situation. You do see it as kind of like too many people, too many cooks spoiling the broth. It says to me that you have had some connection with them in the past. 5 of Cups. Emotional disappointment without them. This is the person that you want to be with. You want to send a tiny message to. 5 of Cups, disappointment from, I feel this situation here, whatever this is. The 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, too many people. It says to me that you have chosen the wrong person, or you feel that you've chosen the wrong person. And that's led to a huge amount of emotional disappointment, but you want to free yourself from those bonds now, the bonds of just being stuck energy. So you're finding your strength, a great inner strength, to forgive this person here, whatever this situation is here, to propel yourself forward, because you can't take negative energy into this situation. You don't want it to be almost, and they're giving me, sullied by it for some reason. So the Strength card, pulling your socks up, getting yourself into a space where you feel confident enough just to send a tiny message. And it is a tiny message. But with this message here, you want the wheel to turn, that wheel to turn, for the message to be heard, to be read, to be reciprocated, and then for you to open your heart. But you do want to nurture this connection. I do think it's been a long time coming. Okay. There is something that 6 of Cups, something from your childhood maybe. Connection from the past. You're looking back at simpler times, I feel. Simpler times, because these children are, but just in the moment, they've got these little cups of grain, and it's making their hearts sing with joy. They're just happily playing away, and it's almost like you're looking at them and seeing the amount of emotional fulfillment they get just by putting these grains of sand in these cups. And you want to feel that kind of, that sense of being in the moment again, away from headaches, away from second guessing situations, away from too many cooks. You want to come towards this person and re-spark this. You want to, it's almost like rewinding the clock. 6 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. You know what you need to do to move forward with the Strength card here, but you're sitting waiting almost for the right time. So it does say to me that this communication, even though it's small, has been a long time. You've been thinking about this for a long time, just sending this tiny message. And the reason why it's slow moving and responsible and you're trying to wait for the right time is because you don't want to start something that you can't finish. And that's what they're saying. You don't want to start something that you can't finish. So you don't want to start something and then have to be, your focus is taken away by something else that you have to take care of. You want to be free in order to put all the time and effort into this connection. And that's the Queen of Cups. She nurtures the connection, so you're free of anything else, anything exterior, and your focus is on this connection. You want that wheel to turn. You want to offer this person a brand new beginning. Look at that. Very fiery start. Very passionate new start. Passionate, almost fiery new start. It is passion, joy, contentment, forward movement, a lot of rebirth in this card as well. And look at that, the lovers. You want something intimate with this person. You want to tell them that you do fancy them and that you find them inordinately attractive. Perhaps that's where you went wrong in the first instance. You didn't tell them exactly how you felt about them, and it is love, passion, excitement, joy, contentment, new beginnings. So this slow moving dialogue is almost like an apology. Look at the Prince of Cups coming towards them very slowly, very thoughtfully, but with an apology almost. There's my cup of love. It's almost like saying sorry for not choosing them. And you want this wheel to turn to birth this brand new relationship or connection. Okay, so what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Aquarius, please? Aquarius, from the 10th to the 17th of May. 10th to the 17th of May. Thank you. It's very solemn in this room tonight. 3 of Pentacles, like I said, working very hard on your stability, carving your career. This is what you've been doing in the background. But you've always had this person in your heart and in your mind, so you're working very hard on your finances and career in order to come towards them. It's a sense of feeling confident and whole, and that if that's what motivates you and that's what makes you feel good and euphoric about yourself, then you know you're doing the right thing in order to feel that sense of wholeness when you come in with this message, which is tiny, this apology. But the 5 of Swords, the stealer of the tarot. So it says to me that this person, whoever they are, the other person, I'll say the other person, has stolen. It's almost like they've stolen everything from you. They've stolen love, they've stolen material things, they've stolen your thoughts because you've been thinking about this situation, this wrong choice, this other person. It's almost like they've done the dirty on you, but you've in effect stabbed yourself in the heart because there is somebody that you perhaps had a choice between and you just chose the wrong person. But it takes tremendous strength, like I said, to forgive yourself for that situation. They are what we call karmic relationships. We need to learn lessons from them, and they are there for a reason. They are there for a reason, and we need to learn those life lessons and seal off anything that's detrimental in order to move forward, in order to progress inwardly, internally, thoughtfully, and heart space wise as well, in order to get the best out of ourselves and situations, relationships, connections going forward. So these karmic connections are there for a reason. They are there to teach us lessons about ourselves. Very low vibrational though, but over here you are getting there. Beautiful. Okay, anything else for Aquarius, please? Anything else for Aquarius in love? Anything else for Aquarius in love? Anything else? We've had such storms down in Cornwall this week. Did the readings and it just took ages to upload. I don't have a stable internet connection. It's all done via a hotspot. It's all very, yeah. Mystic Freyja's been going for a year now and I'm still using the same hotspot. I can't believe it. Yeah, so it's sometimes it's the weather does actually affect the upload speeds. Sometimes it can take 2 days to upload. So yeah, this week has been a bit testing, I actually got to work and I looked and I was like, crikey, I've got 10 videos still uploading, and they had been uploading for approximately probably about 10 hours. 10 hours! What's that all about? Yeah, so I got to work and it was a bit like, oh, my phone's going to die, and I put it where it's going, what's wrong, and that's it on. Uploading the videos to my YouTube channel, and yeah, it was a bit farcical really. And then when they came out, I was just like, oh no. So I'm trying to give myself a head start because I'm not too sure what the weather's going to be like this weekend. So I thought I would do you guys on a different day. So we're now on Wednesday. So yeah, back to the reading. But we've got, yeah, the 9 of Pentacles here. Like I said, getting all your ducks in a row, being more in tune with yourself, more in tune with other people, more in tune with your monetary side of, or aspects of yourself. And it seems to me that this really features highly this career and finances, and it's almost like you've been working very hard on those to become independent of a situation, to be independent, to be standing there whole, not being reliant on anybody, just being very self-sufficient, being very independent, knowing what you want and who you want to go towards, more importantly. But you've never given up on this situation. Beautiful. You're the mindset of coming back in and just apologizing for, I don't know, picking the wrong person. So it's how you get there. You want a brand new start. You want something that's intimate with this person. You want to create a very sassy, passionate relationship. Something that makes your heart sing, gets your blood pumping, coursing through your veins. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Clearing away all that no longer serves you. This situation here, but also negativity from the past, because we've got the Strength card here. So it is you saying to yourself, okay, I forgive myself for not coming towards this person. I forgive myself for choosing the wrong person. Like I said, you can't take low vibrational energy into this situation. You don't want it to be sullied by low vibrational and exterior baggage that you may bring to the party. You don't want it to be sullied by that. It's just you and this person. You don't want any interference from outsiders. Although it looks like you've got some with the 7 of Wands, so people are going to dissuade you when you talk about this person, okay, about coming back and apologizing and sending this tiny message to reconnect. You are going to get some resistance from outsiders. Okay, so these could be mutual friends, you and this person that you want to go towards, Aquarius. They're saying to you, don't do that. You weren't present and in the moment in the first instance. How are you going to make this work now? How are you going to do that? Have you got all your ducks in a row? Is this really what you want? And that's the kind of conversation that you're having. So when that conversation does arise, because I'm sure it will, you just have to say to people, very statement based, not with open-ended conversations, communication, whatever. You just say to them, okay, that's your thought and opinion. I want to put the time and effort into this now. I want to be the Queen of Cups. I want this wheel to turn in my favour. I want a brand new start with this person. And I want something that is very intimate, very real, very grounded, has a lot of growth, a lot of passion in there, because I am passionate about this person. Beautiful. Yeah, a little bit sassiness here. So this communication, although it's slow, it has been slow, coming. There's an apology in there. Okay, you're offering this cup of love, this cup of friendliness, this apology. But there's a little bit of sass in there, Aquarius, a little bit of va-va-voom, because you want to tell this person, you want to let them know that there's a little bit of ooh-la-la in there, because you want a little bit of ooh-la-la with them. It's not just a friendship that you're re-sparking. It is something that you want to spring forward, to move forward, that wheel. You want this wheel to turn. So this flirtiness here, you want it to be the start of a very fruitful relationship that you can nurture, that you can open up to and with. Beautiful energy. But yeah, these little messages, they are tiny, but there's a fruitiness in there. There's a little bit of a winky face or exclamation marks, a little bit of excitedness, a little bit of swagger in there, because you feel whole enough. You feel confident enough to come towards them. It is beautiful. And the Four of Cups. Yeah. Like I said, I feel it is a third party situation that you have been in. Keep getting this card as well. Okay, being in the melee of disappointment with the wrong choice, but the other person, almost like he's got a little bit of a smile on his face, but can't reach out to this cup, can't talk to them, can't do anything, can't contact them. But he's got a little bit of a smile. He's got his hand over the peripheral vision, so he's trying not to see it, knows it's there, but he's got a little bit of a I know that you're there and I want to interact with you, but unfortunately I have to face this way, have to face the other person and pretend to be disappointed about this situation going down the pan, and then clearing it away. Beautiful, beautiful energy. But you can't be seen to be interacting with this person. I feel it has some kind of implication for you moving forward. Perhaps it's a legal divorce. Oh my goodness me, look at you go. Well, there's the Lord card, and the Lord card sets healthy boundaries to those who depend on him, whether or not it's a relationship that has children in it, or say you are married to the other person. You're setting out these healthy boundaries and saying, enough's enough, I've had enough, that's it, the line in the sand is drawn, three's a crowd, no more for me. I know who I want to go towards, I know who I want to apologise to, I know who I want to open up to, I know who I want to reconnect with. And the Lord card here sets those healthy boundaries. Beautiful. And the Fairy-lit wheel here, bringing balance into this situation, because it says to me that you don't have any communication with them. You are communicating very, very slowly, very tiny, because you're just a bit concerned about how the other person is going to react to you coming back in. What are they going to do when you come back in, Aquarius? You seem a little bit worried about them rejecting you. Your ideas for the future are huge. I mean, you're cooking up this potion of masculine and feminine energy in order to bring balance, in order to balance yourself out, but more importantly, to balance this situation out, for that wheel to turn after you send these messages out, because you want to create a situation for you and this person that is very open, honest and truthful. So talking about things that have gone before, you are going to have that conversation, but you're ready for it. You are ready for it. And you're ready to have a brand new beginning with this person. Gorgeous. Lots of passion, lots of truth. No hiding now. But you have been manifesting this, the Seven of Cups. So you've been daydreaming about this situation for some time. And even in daydreams and dreams themselves, okay, they are forms of manifestation. So you've been thinking about this situation through the eyes of love. And it's almost like you're the universe is helping to send signs and synchronicities out to this person to get this wheel to turn. Almost like wanting to say, when you come in with these tiny bits of information, this tiny dialogue, they are expecting you to come in with a message. So perhaps it is a soulmate connection that you want to reconnect with. And look at that, you're out in the cold. No communication from them whatsoever. Three of Wands. You're waiting for them to come into you. But they've left you to it. They've left you to it. You almost feel like you're out in the cold. You don't want to be out in the cold. You want to be able to come towards them. So it says to me that you've been waiting for communication from them, but they've just said no. Okay. But you've been waiting for some time. Yeah, look at that. Divine union, the King of Cups, King and Queen of Cups, declaring to this person, okay, I want to nurture this connection. I hold you in high regard, but also opening your heart space, telling them that you love them. I'm here to stay. I love you. Let's go. Let's have a brand new beginning. So the Eight of Wands, like I said, a little bit of trepidation I feel. You sending this little bits of communication out here. You're just throwing them out. You're kind of like, yeah, you need to do this now. I feel whole enough to send this out. This apology, which has been slow moving, but also a little bit of sassiness in there. So you're up for it now. You want to send this communication out, and it's death to old ways, which is almost like they're saying death to third-party situations. You want to focus for all your focus and energy onto this situation now, rather than having, I don't know why they're giving me that. Giving me the Eye of Sauron for some reason. Why would you give me that? I think that what they're trying to say is the eye that wanders around. Perhaps you have a little bit of a wandering eye. Whoever, well, if it's not your message, just leave it. But yeah, looking elsewhere when you're with someone. You've turned up in your own reading again, Aquarius. Yes, it is somebody I feel that you do feel divinely guided towards, and it is a soulmate energy. You feel this huge, tremendous pull towards them. You feel like it's destined. You need this wheel to turn. You need to put equilibrium into this situation, even if it doesn't arise, this sexiness doesn't arise. But this is what you want. You want an intimate relationship with them, not just friends. So it's that bridge building, isn't it? Queen of Wands, very swiftly moving away from this situation, trailblazing. There you are. With the Nine of Pentacles, creating a brand new start for yourself. And it's almost like you're saying to this other person, with that Lord card there, you come near me, you try and put the boot in with this one, I've got a pointy stick in my hand, so sod off. That's what they're saying, sod off. Queen of Wands, trailblazing, coming towards this person, telling them that you are very passionate about them. You are passionate. You find them sexy. Yeah. The Hangman in the tree. How do I do this? What do I need to do? My hands feel tied. I feel tied, even though you have an idea of what you need to do going forward. But you're just, it's taken an inordinate amount of time, I feel, to get towards this wholeness and this position of wanting to come forward out of the shadows almost. So yeah, this communication is, look at this, is steady. It's kind of like an apology. It's very friendly, very sassy, very friendly. There's love in here as well. So it's not just saying to this person, oh, I apologise for, you know, not being around or the distance between us. I find you a little bit sexy. It's almost like explaining the situation in tiny increments in order for you to get the feedback that you want. You want this wheel to turn, so you're waiting for this communication when you send it out to be reciprocated, and then for you to declare to this person. It's kind of like confirmation for you that this person's on the same page, has the same idea about you, that they will find you attractive. Yeah, because look at you go. So Just like last week's reading. Look at that. Brand new beginning, lots of passion, lots of brand new start. It is very truthful, and it is your heart. You're providing them with a situation that is no hold barred. It's like you're standing there in front of them with your arms open wide saying, this is the bare bones me. This is who I am. You are who I want in my life, on my journey, in this world, in this reality that we call the earth. In our 3D reality, you are what I want. And I won't take no for an answer. You're very determined to get there, very determined to push this forward, very determined for this wheel to turn, very determined to come out of that, almost like a cocoon, I would say, this situation here. Very, very determined to tell this person exactly how you feel about them and to create this situation of just honesty, of love and of passion. It is beautiful. It has been a burden though, the 10 of Wands. It's been a burden over here, but it's also been a burden kind of like carrying the candle or the torch for this one here. You feel burdened by it. And you've been keeping everything to yourself, the High Priestess, like I said, no communication, because you're waiting for the right time. You're waiting to get into this 9 of Pentacles mode here in order to come towards them. So, wow, how much more communication? Like I said, third party from 3 to 2, just the 2 of you. And it is seeds well planted. So it is something that you planted seeds with perhaps a very long time ago. And it just never got to fruition. You're of the mindset now of working on your position here very hard, 7 of Pentacles, doing your due diligence and moving yourself into a better head and heart space, almost like transforming yourself, being independent of low vibrational relationships and also being more in tune with yourself moving forward. But it is slow. It is slow, steady, dedicated progress, I was going to say. So it has taken time, but you want to be able to reap the harvest of this relationship. You want that wheel to turn for you to be open and honest. And this communication here, look, it is truthful, but it has a bit of fluffiness around it. So where's your communication now? Everywhere. Oh, God, you've got so many cards again. Okay, so we've got here steady progress, steady, it's taken time to get there. Okay, they are friendly messages, a little bit of sass in there. You're offering an apology, but you're also offering a little snippet of the truth in a very eloquent way. You know how to bring equilibrium into the situation just by your use of language, and that's why you've got all of these tiny princesses and princes, which are communication, tiny bits of communication in order for this wheel to turn. But you've had enough of just being the hangman in the tree over here, sealing everything off, laying the ground rules down to this person here, the other person, and hoofing off, because now we're in the 9 of Pentacles mode. So let's face it, let's go and explore this connection here. Let's put the time and effort into it. Let's declare to them exactly what you want for the future. Let's bring equilibrium and balance into the situation and then declare. You're very passionate about this person, and you do see them as your divine partner. Very, very passionate about them. Gorgeous energy. Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius, please? Aquarius in love. Aquarius in love. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else for Aquarius? Anything else? Anything else? Do they need to know anything else? Yeah. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Stabbed in the back. It's almost like you've stabbed yourself in the back by choosing the wrong person. But, you know, we all do things that are detrimental to our own happiness in what we think is going to be. Say if we have a choice between people, and, you know, if we do have a choice between people, perhaps we think we are choosing the right person or the right fit for our vision of the future, but what is it based on? Is it based on what's in your heart, or is it materialism? And it's almost like this person's stolen everything from you. So it says to me that you have chosen somebody or material, or almost like they're giving me shiny merits. So their exterior was more important than what was actually inside. You don't know, do you, till you actually participate in a relationship, how the other person is going to be ultimately. And you see the true colours of people, especially when the chips are down, how they deal with situations, and how they deal with, I don't know, things that are affecting you as well. So perhaps that's been a factor in this. You sweeping this other relationship away. Perhaps when the chips were down, they weren't there for you, and your head was turned and your thoughts were turned and your heart was turned towards somebody that perhaps was always there. They are the cup on the ledge, on the Four of Cups. They've always been there, but you can't seem to be looking at them. So I am going to have a look and see how the other person feels about you. So just bear with me. So how does the other person feel about Aquarius when they come in? How does the other person feel about Aquarius? Oh, last time you spoke, there was no emotion, because you can't be seen to be looking at them. So it was devoid of any emotion. We've got here challenging information. Almost like they're interpreting your messages, or perhaps body language, or whatever energy you're giving off, and saying, oh, okay, they're not interested. Not interested at all. You've turned up in their reading as well. So could also be another Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but they feel divinely guided towards you as well. They see this as written in the stars. Happy times make positive, optimistic, long-term plans and on the right path. They see you as being their divine partner in this journey, on this journey of life. Yeah, the Ten of Water. So they also want tremendous amount of emotional fulfillment when you come back in, I feel. Contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, and trustworthy relationships. They want to trust you. But I feel that when you're open with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, and almost with that apology, it's almost like they're trusting you again. But it is a complex decision for them, the Seven of Water. Complex decision, and they need to do research, stop procrastinating. So when you come back in, it's kind of like, I was going to say, an epiphany moment for them. It's kind of like, oh no, not oh no, but perhaps they're in a connection already. So the decision for them would be complex, because there are more than one person in the mix. So they're going to have to balance themselves out here. We've got the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, and wait for perfect timing to almost declare to you. They've got to wait for perfect timing. The Queen of Water. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. When you come back in, they're kind of like saying, okay, is this going to work? But when you come in with that dialogue, it's almost like they forgive you for whatever's transpired in the past. Care for yourself and others. So this person is coming into Queen of Water mode here, being very, they are very kind and compassionate. They are very, it's like there's an unconditional love they have for you. They do want to trust you again, and I feel that through that dialogue and you just being very truthful and creating that truthful situation to start from, that wheel turns and they can be open with you. Yeah, and they're saying that here, King of Earth, I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. I don't want anybody else. I'm here to stay. It's almost like it's you and me. They're declaring to you, yeah, okay, if that's what you want and you're coming in with this apology, etc., etc. Yeah, let's go and make a life with each other. And they've never given up on you either. Look at that, the Nine of Fire. Don't give up, protect that which you have created. Have courage and believe in yourself. It's almost like they're waiting for this cycle to be complete as well. The world, a cycle needs to close and a new one needs to open. So it's almost like a chapter. I feel that when you come back in and bring that balance, a more balanced version of you into the mix to connect, that old cycle's complete for them. You are showing interest now. So that old cycle's complete, the absent cycle, and a new cycle starts. The world, a job well done. Joy, contentment and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So, yeah, gorgeous reading. But they all have to, strength card here, great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So they're going to have to forgive themselves for not watering these seeds either. They're going to have to forgive you for not watering them, for not bringing this into fruition. And they're also going to have to forgive everybody involved, I feel. They're going to have to forgive themselves for having feelings for you, even if they are in a connection. And that's where we have the balance card here. They can't get too giddy about the situation. They're going to have to see where the chips fall, because perhaps they were giddy in the first instance and it just never came to fruition. So it's not trying to overwhelm you with their love, even though they want to show you it. And the Empress card here, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. A lot about self-love and a lot about kindness and compassion towards you, Aquarius. I feel that this person's always been on the sidelines and they've always wanted to show you that they love you, but not, they've always had love for you. They've always had your back, I was going to say. But even if you didn't water these seeds, there's no problem there. This person still sees you as, you know, they're, it's unconditional love that they have for you. Queen of Air, it is something that they need to clear away though. So I feel that they're going to have, there's a time here, there's a time period for them. Wait for perfect timing. The need for balance and moderation. They can't get too giddy about this situation because they've got something to clear. Cooperation and compromise. They're going to have to compromise on something, which is actually releasing something. Releasing a connection in order to come have a brand new beginning with you. So we've got Queen of Air here. Objective decision making. She sees this brand new life here, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humour in a situation. It's like, oh, okay, I realise now, could have done this ages ago, but there we go. It's almost like having that little conversation with you. But I think when you come in with communication, that they get to the night of fire, they're very, there's kind of like a va-va-boom happens. There is passion there. They're reinvigorated. They're kind of like, yeah, pushing their energy, moving towards you, saying, yeah, okay, if you're passionate about this, then let's get going. But they also have the Nine of Air. See, in the back of their mind, they are expecting the worst. They're expecting you to bob off and just leave them to it, perhaps like last time, and not put the time and effort in. But they do have something to clear. The Justice card is here. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So I feel that they are legally rubber stamping something. Could be a committed connection that they need to leave in order to make this gorgeous life with you. The Eight of Air, like an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence moving forward, afraid to take action towards you, even though they've never given up on it, and afraid to take action here as well. So I think perhaps this is a cycle. Both of you being in karmic relationships. And they want to renew this, look at that, review and evaluate, a favourable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. They want to renew this connection. Even if it doesn't get, you know, towards an intimate one, they want to be able to speak to you again. But they do want the Queen of Water, which says to me, and they want the Ten of Water with you. So yeah, more confirmation. They need to release everything. So this is negative energy, but they also need to release something here. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, and time to move on. So it's almost like an epiphany moment for this person. Oh, they are my soulmate. Look at that, the King of Air. Speak your mind with confidence. So now they're declaring to you, you are my soulmate. This is what I want for the future. Can you match it almost? They've often thought about taking a trip towards you, but it's just been thoughts. But now they want to put the time and effort into this situation and bring it into fruition. Have something that's very tangible, very grounded. And look at that, the Knight of Air. So coming towards you very, very swiftly. They want this to be victorious. They want you to have a life, or they want to have a life with you, Aquarius. They want to renew this connection. They want to be able to speak to you. So the Knight of Fire, passionately and very decisively, almost like saying, yep, this is the truth of the situation, moving my energy, or moving their energy towards you. Action cards. Okay, you want this, I want it, let's get going. And the Two of Earth. So when you come back in, it's a little bit of a quicksand moment for them. They're just going to have to take a more relaxed and balanced approach, because they're not too sure if you're going to be in today and gone tomorrow. Yeah, and they've been keeping everything to themselves as well. High Priestess. So both of you have been kind of mirroring each other, I would say. Yeah, and they've been manifesting you in. You've been manifesting them in. It's like they're waiting. Both of you waiting for each other to come back in. One of you has to kind of like break. It almost feels like could be a twin flame connection. Could be for some, not for everybody. Three of Water, they want to be able to celebrate with you. They want to feel this euphoria of love, and they want to pour love towards you. They want to nurture you. It's almost like they want to scoop you up and just love you and just say to you, everything's fine. Everything is fine. And the Three of Fire, abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans for the future, because you are offering them something absolutely spectacular. It's a little bit of trepidation for them. They want it to be a reality. They want you to come in. They want a new beginning with you. But there's a little bit of doubt in the back of their minds whether or not that this is what you truly want. So I feel that going through all those steps that you are guided to take is confirmation for them. But you are both manifesting each other in. So we're going to have a look at your romance angels and angel answers. Beautiful reading. Both a bit worried though, whoever you are. Both a bit worried about each other. So let's have a look. What do we have for Aquarius in relation to this reading, please? Aquarius in love in relation to this reading. Communicate clearly. Where I don't think you've been very truthful in the first instance, and I don't know why that would be. So we've got helpful people. So I feel that's friends to help you to reconnect. You have that conversation. People are trying to dissuade you from doing it, Aquarius, but you're kind of like saying, no, this is what I want. This is what I want. So we've got helpful people. Don't stop. We've also got a yes here as well. A huge yes. What else do we need to know? Oh. We also have look for a sign. That's because you're both manifesting each other in. And also a success here as well. I'm only going to take 6. So, and it asked me to take an activation card as well. We'll do that after. Okay, so what do we have? What do we have for Aquarius in love? Oh, here we go. Communicate clearly. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So without apology and coming in and being very truthful, I feel. I'm just telling them exactly how you feel about them. Okay, but it is reconnection in the first instance. But by showing that flirtiness, that friendliness, that apology, you're telling them a whole lot. Helpful people. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. So asking people to help you to gain more information. So it could be this other person's married, it could be that you're married and you're coming out, or you're separated and marriage has ended. But I think that you do envisage spending the rest of your life with this person. If it's not marriage, it's a very committed situation. So don't stop. We've got retreats, time to disconnect from the world, and let's just work on yourself. So once you work on yourself, you begin to love yourself more. You begin to send out high vibrational frequencies into the universe, and the universe picks up on it. So if you're daydreaming about a situation, the universe goes, okay, then you're ready. Let's get going. So we've got a yes here. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Look for a sign. So anything that was detrimental to this connection in the first instance, you're going to have to recognize it. You're going to have to recognize it and get rid of it. Work through it. Own it. Work through it. And then present yourself. So success, that's the 9 of Pentacles. Pay attention to the red flags. Success, release your ex. Time's come to clear your energy. Success, sitting in the same physical space as this person. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Just enjoying each other's energy, I feel, in a very real way. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life because you're returning to each other's. You're both manifesting each other in. Beautiful. And what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Aquarius? Well, it's not unrequited. Both of you have got a lot of love for each other. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Actually, there is. But you're showing the other person that you're interested, that you are attracted to them. Because I think both of you feel that you're not attractive to each other. You're both doubting it because there were seeds well planted. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. What beautiful reading. And from your activation cards, that was so quick. We've got coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to have a look at your Moonology card. So what do we have for Aquarius, please? Aquarius in love in relation to this reading. Aquarius. Oh, there we go. A ton of cards. So we have time to breathe out. Show the world the real you, how you feel about this person. Also to friends as well, telling them exactly how you feel about this person. A time to give rather than to take. The energy is gaining momentum. Bring love into this situation. Communication is key. Emotions are running high. Your hard work is paying off. Your dreams need a practical plan. Luck is on your side. Be bold and make the first move. What do you need to release? You are good enough. It's time to take action, and prosperity lies ahead. If it did resonate with you, Aquarius, please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click the thumbs up button. It's probably more important than anything else. I'm on Facebook, personal readings, all that stuff's in the description box below the video. I also run a free advisory service if you're having problems or don't have anybody to talk to about relationship issues, just energetic problems, how to move ahead in any sphere. It's about changing your perspective on life and getting the best out of yourself in situations. Okay, so if you don't have anybody to talk to, please bob along and just send me an email. And if I don't hear from you beforehand, have a beautiful, beautiful week. And I love you loads. Take care.